yet Vitality is what I'm saying. So I'm trying real hard. Here we go. It's MIBR. They're on the T side. Vitality going to be on the CT side. It's the opening game, and it's a best of 3, of course. So you know it's going to be exciting. They're out long already, but take a look at what Vitality are doing. Misuta's already running down the middle. He's got zywoo right behind him, so they have a lot of information. In fact, almost already, Vitality have kind of boxed them in on long. And they need to win this fight and get this bomb down pretty quickly on the MIBR side, but they don't have any map control anymore.
Magisk has the utility as well, and he's down towards CT spawn. He's going to be ready to toss some things up as they cross over. Misuta and Apex inside the site. There's the first deep smoke. And little shots come out from Apex. Ooh, a nice goosh. That's going to force Misuta away. So this long-range battle with these USPs actually coming out pretty even against the Glocks. Not too bad for MIBR, but as you said, Vitality still have a lot of information on what's happening on this map.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward to be down here. I mean, especially if you wanted to trek back across the map now, you would have to spend a lot of time that probably don't really want to. The smoke is up, and they don't have another one for the cross. Turtle's going to find a kill with the P250, finally, to open it up. Magisk, I don't know how he gets the shot, but he does. The BRD goes down, and zywoo's going to land a shot on Joda, and he keeps going. Oh, more headshots, 3 of them in a row. And zywoo's off to a hot start, and Vitality will win the pistol round.
Where did those even come from? Did the smoke start clearing? Was he peering over the top? Zywoo.
Must have been catwalk, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's over here, but man, that's such a hard shot to hit. That's ridiculous. All 3. What a freak. What are you supposed to do if you're MIBR? That is some stunning stuff. 3 pixel headshots for zywoo.
That's actually, it's really stupid.
Oh, I bet that makes you feel like your prediction sucks.
Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Woo. All right. Getting the day started with a banger.
That actually was tremendously cool. Well played. Second round is here, and no surprise, there's no bomb plant, so they're gonna chill out for a minute. They've got a deagle on Turtle, who's been fun. That was actually the Glock. I don't even know how that works.
No head armor. I think he must have gotten tagged up from the deagle first, and the Glock finished him off.
Yeah, but there was no assist, so I got
nothing. Maybe it's just a nice quick little double dink with a double gush with the Glock.
Maybe it was a critical hit.
Yeah, fair play. Oh, dupreeh gonna not be able to spray him down, so this is getting awkward. These are the M4s that are falling, and Vitality, I mean, still in control. Still a very low percentage that MIBR can turn this around, but a decent enough start. You've taken at least 1 M4 away from the Vitality side. Apex up next, gotta be careful. This is how the rest of your teammates have gone down, but he's gonna be able to clean him up. Nice nade from zywoo, and it's just the final player, but he even grabs 1 more. Alrighty then. Oh, get the plant.
I was gonna say,
just get the plant. You've done everything you can. Just get the bomb down. Get that extra 100 for the team.
That's reaching way too far, right? It's just trying to say, ooh, maybe I could fake it and then, you know, try and make it a one-on-one. But that's a super successful round for MIBR.
Spicy.
Yeah, interesting considering what they had to make it work with. So, yeah, but maybe also a strong reminder just to Vitality to
buy helmets.
Yeah, buy helmets and just get the good lead before you really start enjoying this game, you know?
Yep. Exactly. Well, they've bought up M4s, and I mean, with so much damage done, that digs into the economy really early on. Obviously, Apex still chilling at 2,000, but everyone else is pretty busted. For MIBR, with those kills and the plant on top of it, Joda's got an AWP. Uh-oh, and he takes the shot, just a narrow miss through the door.
It's fun to attempt that. And people do sometimes just neglect to throw the smoke in the middle on the CT side because of how the map has changed, so sometimes you get rewarded for that.
Also, dupreeh calling a little bit of a bluff here, not putting on any utility into the B halls as he crossed over. He's held on to his smoke for as long as possible, and that looks like it's going to make MIBR possibly kind of test in the hallway, but they decide to drift away from it.
It's tempting when you realize, wait a minute, does he then even have any nades? What's going on here? But he does. Attempted flashbang. It's a good idea, even if you don't get the kill, just in terms of the information. See guy falling back. Magisk gonna realize that was probably the AWP there at top mid now on Woody instead. And MIBR, they're playing out. This is a pretty standard split that's coming out, just playing for the information. Eventually, they'll have to make up their minds.
Yeah, and Vitality's fallen into a pretty standard defense as well. Apex towards CT spawn, 2 players out towards long for the moment until they get the sound cues that catwalk is being taken. Magisk as well, lined up in middle, and he's in a position for a crossfire with Apex in mid, or to support dupreeh at the B bomb site, who's still just jiggle peek in the corner.
Apex probably hearing some of those steps there on the catwalk, so very powerful setup if they wanted to run this catwalk strategy because of Apex being down there. Even with the smokes up, he's definitely going to be able to be annoying. zywoo's up at the bomb site. As we said earlier, no AWP on him yet. 20 seconds is not a lot of time for MIBR to make this play. And now they're stuck behind the smoke. 15 seconds. Oh, this is so awkward, and they're going to get slaughtered. zywoo with a double kill. 10 seconds on the clock. And again, there's just way too many people here. Apex and magisk both defending the bomb site. And that was... Maybe you can execute that strategy at 20 seconds, but then you cannot slow down.
It's a really cool smoke from Apex, though, that he drops on that ramp. When they throw out that execution, he drops his own smoke a little bit deeper, and he uses looking over the top of it for an angle towards catwalk so that him and zywoo can actually peek and fight at the same point. Right there at that corner, just as they're crossing. That's the angle Apex has, and obviously zywoo is able to peek from those sight boxes and just take on a kind of an isolated fight that Apex is also fighting without swinging too far wide to be overexposed. So cool little defensive setup there. A little trick with the smoke from Apex and Vitality. They're up to 3-0.
Some deagles and the one AK on exit. He managed to run away.
I believe they also got the free AWP.
Ooh, that is obviously a huge win. Any random game, but especially when you've got cyber warping, you've got to be just very happy about that. So everything is kind of working out. Maybe a little bit of a stumble in the second round for Vitality, but nothing super crazy.
Yeah, stumble, not a fall, not a complete wipeout. No face plants.
Just stubbed toe making your way to the kitchen in the night. Oh, cold toes.
The worst.
Yeah. I don't know why you're going to kitchen in the night, but...
What do you mean? Water? Snacks?
You wake up at night to go...
Tell me you've never done it. Tell me you've never woken up randomly at 3 in the morning and gone and made yourself a bowl of cereal. zywoo's gonna have the first shot and the second one. His teammate's gone down to the lone AK-47, and I think now Vitality is calling for a retake and not wanting to risk any more weapons to try and stop progression into the bomb site.
There's some good shots coming out. Nothing spectacular from zywoo, but we'll get the job done. Bomb is planted, so... Not a bad milestone for MIBR in this round in terms of doing some damage. And now woody landing a headshot onto dupreeh makes it a bit more interesting. Still very hard to win this round on the side of MIBR, but they're going to try anyway. Exit, who's been a bit of a star so far for the Brazilian side, trying his best, and he almost could have had magisk then, but it's a quad kill for zywoo instead, and they will find a fourth round.
What were you gonna say? You've never done a 3M bowl of cereal?
I am actually. I know you have like a love for cereal even. Oh, it's like a big thing for you.
I very much enjoy cereal.
But but even I actually don't eat breakfast at all. I know people say it's the most.
I don't eat cereal for breakfast. I want that to be out there into the world. It's just like the go-to snack. Sometimes for dinner, sometimes like a midday joy snack. Yeah.
Fair enough. But no, I don't think I do. I've never woken up in the middle of the night to eat a snack of any kind, cereal or anything else.
I call shenanigans on that one.
I know it seems unlikely, but it's just... I'll prove it.
Okay, sure.
I'll wear a GoPro cam to
while
bed
you sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll document it.
Nothing could go wrong there. Here we go. It looks like a contact play at the B bomb site. They're going to try and find a timing on dupreeh again. Calling a little bit of a bluff. A late smoke just comes in. Oh, that might mess with the timing. They wanted to execute this, but it looks like they're going to come right through it. Looks like they don't care.
Again, you almost have to because you don't have map control anywhere else full. You know they're checking mid and long already, so you might as well just go for it. Nice entry from Turtle. Picking up dupreeh, it's pretty much the perfect start here. If they get the bomb down, it's possible Vitality will give up on this round already, but a little kill from magisk maybe could change their minds, but it's super risky to go for these 5 versus 4, 4 on 4, even sometimes 4 on 3 retake. It's just very hard to retake that B bomb side.
Yeah,
we all know this.
They're not budging whatsoever. This is a save already. You're exactly right. Nice little staggered flashbang from MIBR. dupreeh thought he had the timing of when to peek after the utility, and just one flashbang barely catches him. Messes with his vision, messes with his aim. 1-for-1 trade, and MIBR have their first round on the board.
Good. I mean, the timing is everything in that play. You get it wrong by half a second and it's done.
And we've seen that. We've seen rounds like that play out so many times over the years. If dupreeh gets that first kill and everyone else from MIBR is still stuck behind the smokes, there's a great chance dupreeh's able to just keep spraying through the smoke and get lucky enough in that narrow choke point to grab one more kill, to grab maybe even 2 more kills, and put a stop to the whole hit. But good on MIBR to have some success with that, considering dupreeh has kind of opened up. We've seen a couple rounds. Granted, it's only 5 rounds so far in this game, but a couple rounds he's opened up solo at that B bomb site. And now they'll put a little bit of fear and vitality to maybe have to bring another body over there with more consistency.
Yeah, I mean, finally, something on the board for MIBR. It's good news.
The nice thing is dupreeh, since... Ooh, nice little tag onto dupreeh, speaking of which, down to 41 HP. Since dupreeh hasn't been using his smoke necessarily at the start of these rounds for the hulls, vitality can actually mask around where they bring zywoo over with the AWP or a double op, and the lack of smoke won't give up the play. Or to set up this play, pop flash in from dupreeh, maybe? No, magisk is just going to go for it. dupreeh covering his retreat. 1 for 1. They would have liked to have kept magisk alive, obviously. Close, but no cigar.
It's definitely an interesting little setup there. With Exit now getting that kill, I think the entire MIBR team have as many kills as zywoo has on his own. Oh, obviously he's had a pretty decent start. Some of the kills were not high impact kills, but still. Nice little trick. I thought they were going to throw a flashbang to peek into upper dark at that moment too, but they did not. 6th round. And setting up the trick smoke, getting out right away so that you don't get spammed down, because that does happen now more days. And once again, they're returning a little bit to the upper dark position. Alone all the way. The back is dupreeh. Already low from the tag earlier, but in this position, a Molotov could be very painful, but otherwise, he could do some damage with this M4, definitely. 40 seconds left, and they're going to come test dupreeh once again. They're already flashing their way, and he's staying ducked down. The timing is incredible. Stands up for a big double, and zywoo's been brought in as well. He's going to get the last couple of kills, and that is a very, very nice defense over at B.
Yeah, and zywoo actually grabs the player jumping on top of the box, which is probably the most dangerous player for dupreeh in that position. Great round from dupreeh. I think he ends with a triple kill overall. This was the first, and obviously 2 here. Yeah, there's zywoo grabbing Turtle right off the box and freeing up dupreeh to spray him down. Good win for vitality back on the board. 5-1, and zywoo 12-1.
Yeah, well, it's a problem at any rate.
Always is. Ooh, fast long play. Viera not going to be able to connect as Masuta crosses over to pit. Apex has a gap in the smoke, and ooh, that's a bit aggressive if he swings too wide. Got to be careful. One player at the corner. Pop flash coming through could make Joda very, very effective, but if his teammates all go down first, it won't much matter.
Scary spraying for the smoke like this if you run out of bullets at the end, and what a return from Joda. Big double, Masuta and Apex. Otherwise, good defense down to the pit, but eventually get beat. And that's a problem when there's not just one smoke, but I think three different smokes in action over a long or pit like that. You just have no idea where they're hiding. zywoo's out long, and they're creeping up on him. They have an AWP on Woody, and they're going to use a Molotov to displace him a little bit. Oh, that is a nice shot onto Woody as he tries. Well, he got down to the pit at any rate.
I love this. I love that he's re-aggressing to Car. Oh, it's so cool. He's going to grab one more right around the edge of the smoke. Joda had no idea. Whew.
And now, it's hard to make this round work from MIBR's point of view here. 45 seconds. They've kind of been shut down. And already, actually, Vitality have fallen back from long even. So they're really close to this position. That is a crazy shot. Did he flick through the doors? Because it wasn't even a wallbang. He actually tagged him through that narrow angle. 28 seconds, and they're going to try and see the get up catwalk, and it must be heard surely. zywoo in a second could probably hear this.
Yeah, but they've played this perfectly. What a great call from MIBR. The smoke for the mid to be split. You make zywoo kind of get aggressive so he can work with magisk in defending it, and up catwalk you go for a free plant and a relatively difficult 2-on-2 for Team Vitality, and zywoo's going to be flanking through long.
Turtle just taking a peek and actually maybe a little bit too aggressively. Ooh, magisk, I don't think he had the drop down. Exit should get this kill almost for free, but there is another problem. It's zywoo on that AWP, and he has a smoke as well, so he could put that on the bomb and try and force the engagement for Exit. He'd have to sort of run out into the open. Yeah, oh, he's just going to tag it the once, and he's ready for it. Goes looking. Exit is ice cold in this. I am shocked that he has not already run up the stairs to try and take a look again. That smoke is going to be fading soon. 1 second left in the spray. It's going to be too late, and zywoo, he's not done. He doesn't just want to win the round. He actually wanted to hunt him down.
Yeah, he's in Terminator mode right now. This is disgusting. 14-1 and a nice 1v1 clutch there. Exit's in a really tough position, but zywoo shuts this round down. That's a frustration of someone who knows there's just not much you can do at the moment. zywoo's hitting everything. I love that play from zywoo around Car. Molotov comes in, he's got the smoke to put it out, just repositions, grabs a kill, goes back to Car, which is probably the last thing anyone from MIBR expected.
Woody is quick on the trigger at the start of this round, though. dupreeh, not that fortunate at the start of some of these rounds. That is a gift for MIBR that they'd better make something of it. Out long once again. Still got to deal with zywoo somehow. I find in these situations the best way to deal with problems like this is just to pretend that they're not there.
Uh-oh. Woody might have another one. I think he saw the gun barrel just previously.
But he's not actually going to be allowed. You're right. I think he probably did. Misuta smart enough to sneak back. They're going to leave. Looks like they're leaving long. Joda hanging around for another couple of seconds, but under a minute now. Just crossed. Yeah, leave. Try and leave zywoo alone out here. Just don't give him the fight.
Well, that Molotov is the first indication that they want to start progressing up long to Molotov off the car, which keeps 3 players on this side of the map. Apex is going to have a big job to do, as well as magisk anchoring this B bomb site. Again, they found a sole B defender to attack against.
Ooh, but Apex actually just made the run across middle. He might have the right idea. There's Misuta going down to Woody. magisk not able to hold the bomb site, but excellent kills coming in from Apex. A huge double to maybe buy a little bit of time, and he has a Molotov as well. 20 seconds left. The bomb is inside of the B bomb site, so they need to move right now. The more time they waste here, the closer zywoo is going to get with that AWP. And nobody wants that. 10 seconds, 9 seconds now on the clock. And Apex is ready and waiting. There's the Molotov going over. Is it going to be quite good enough? No, Woody. Oh, he does burn in the corner, and that's going to be the round. Apex, absolutely brilliant play.
Magnificent. Double kill on the entrance to slow things down, to stop them cold. MIBR a bit hesitant to move forward after that. And the Molotov to win the round. You said they had to capitalize on that opening kill, and they can't do it. They got everything they wanted in this round. Although, except for zywoo. One of those games where not only is he hitting everything, but nobody can kill him. Just for whatever reason, no matter what kind of a jump you get on zywoo, he's not falling easily.
Woody again. Start out long. So they're doing something. I want to say, in terms of the prediction game, I want some of my points, you know, no one could see zywoo playing this well. I'm just saying. Joda comes in, tries to get a bit of revenge, but again, it's that Danish duo over at the B-bomb site. This time, they actually both go in for the aggression, and they trade favorably.
Ooh, this is a big play from Apex. Timing is everything. Timing is everything with Woody.
Oh, he's gonna walk in right in front. That is so unfortunate.
Yep.
If Woody unscopes at any moment, the Apex is gonna be here, and he has all the advantage, right?
Okay, well, zywoo's dropped off the AWP. He's got M4 in hand, but an off angle in towards the long cave. Great shot. There he is. He's mortal with the M4 in hand, and now Woody's able to cut the map, split the map in half, and he's at least got the information of where magisk is. He's holding him from fully committing himself to trying to prevent long. But on the other hand, magisk realizes he's got a 1v1 if he gets aggressive. A dangerous game against the AWP, but it's taking a lot of time.
Okay, well, they don't have, in spite of having a tremendous, about to be 7-2 lead, money's not that amazing on the side of Vitality, so I can respect magisk just wanted to duck out and go look maybe for an AK somewhere if you can.
He can drop an M4 over to a teammate, and Apex can actually drop an AWP over towards zywoo if they want it. I imagine they'll buy in the next round with that kind of an investment. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Apex probably not thinking that anyone's watching down mid at that point. About a minute and 10 seconds on the clock, and unfortunately, he is incorrect. More so, probably the fact that 2 players from MIBR had already fallen. 7-2. MIBR back on the board, just 5 rounds away. This is still salvageable, obviously.
Yeah, it is. It's hard not to get dragged into the feeling of sort of watching zywoo scoreline and just kind of centering the game around that. But you're right. Overall, it's a 5-round difference. Money can be broken on the side of Vitality. If they could do that, then MIBR could at least have more of a presence in the first half. So there's something to be fought for still, without a doubt. And we'll see. Some players that they haven't really put into action properly just yet. I mean, Exit is 4 kills. He's been playing really well throughout. If they get a couple of more rounds out of him with multi-kills, it could be interesting.
Well, keep an eye on what Vitality is going to have to do in this round. They have very little utility. Misuta and zywoo have absolutely nothing, so you have to imagine at some point they're going to pull some trickery out. Misuta relegated to the Deagle to defend long. magisk and dupreeh over at this B bomb site. Just a pretty standard default setup from Vitality. It looks like a late long take is the call for MIBR, waiting for that flashbang to come through, and that's attacking the Deagle.
If they can make that long take, if they can put some pressure on catwalk so that zywoo doesn't have all the luxury of just looking down long, maybe it could work.
Now, Apex has 2 flashbangs inside the A bomb site, so when that long attack comes in, he has some utility to activate masuta and try and help him get a cleaner fight, but, I mean, those flashbangs got to be real good, real timely, and again, it's that deagle.
Well, let's see. You've painted the picture for us now. Oh, he's going to get one for free the first time. That was an enemy flashbang. There comes Apex grenade to follow it up, and he definitely could have had it. That actually was a very good grenade. Apex goes down up at the site, and zywoo's already fallen in this round without a kill, so that's a rare thing so far in the game. Dupreeh, yeah, don't be unhooking that silent terminal. That's not what you want. Ooh, God. That's interesting. The Molotov might make it very tricky, and the flashbang certainly will. MIBR, very well executed so far in this round. They're going to make a run for it.
I think masuta is going to be bummed out he didn't get that second kill with Apex's flashbang. He had a couple shots. He had plenty of time to line up the second deagle hit to actually land.
Yeah, that was... I mean, the theory behind it was pretty much perfect.
Yep.
Just needed a little bit on the mechanical side at the end.
I mean, especially after a shot like that. That's actually great. And the follow-up just wasn't there. But this is the shot that really does it. Shoulder peeking. zywoo goes down, and Jota with a brilliant trade. So with third round on the board for MIBRs, they claw themselves back into this game.
And they steal that AWP onto woody.
And they've taken the money away from Vitality's defense. It's going to be these 2 M4s. I don't think Vitality, outside of an upgraded pistol, outside of a little bit of utility, I don't think they're too excited about investing a whole lot into this next round.
Feeling nervous yet, Jason?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
But, I mean, I will say, I mean, as they've done throughout this event, I mean, MIBR continuing to kind of surprise here, getting battered but staying in the game and now rattling off 2 in a row. Even some of the rounds they've lost earlier felt like they were kind of in their favor, so it's not that bad of a game that MIBR is logging right here.
If we do have a little bit of a technical timeout, but if you want, Jason, I'll allow you to switch predictions if you want to jump on the MIBR train.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm comfortable where I am.
Not going to extend the same thing the other way?
No. You dug your own grave.
All right.
There's only so many times I can let you do this.
It's a little bit ungentlemanly, but fair enough. Yeah, we're about to start in the 11th round here. And, you know, we talked about mistakes. I think the desk talked about it too, how MIBR have definitely been making mistakes throughout their game so far that we've seen in the tournament. They're going to get punished probably at a higher rate in this kind of a game.
Yep.
So this is the sort of round that you just must win. You can't allow magisk and dupreeh to run wild on you with these M4s. You have to... These are just some of the really nice rounds. They're right there for the taking. You just have to sort of buckle down and make sure that you don't get dropped by the M4s. So... see if they can make it through that, because you're not going to get many chances like this, and I mean you're not going to get many rounds either from so far where zywoo, for instance, doesn't have the AWP. Ooh. That's a luxury all on its own. Good work.
I was excited for that play from magisk. Good heads up from woody. And now quickly it's just dupreeh with the M4, so a little bit of a creative push through the smoke in mid, and woody handles it, and now there goes dupreeh. So MIBR, these some of the skill that we've seen throughout this event from MIBR is really being activated now, or slow to kind of come with. Some of these open space duels with the AKs are looking very nice for the MIBR side. It's just Apex with the P250.
Well, you know what they say, Jason. South America, best America.
Oh, okay. Calm down.
Well, it's the 12th round.
Actually, I guess at the moment with the tournament results the way they are, you're not wrong.
People were having a rough time yesterday on Twitter. I know this. There was a lot of anguish going on. I guess I understand, but at the same time, I'm actually way more excited about the North American scene than I have been for a long time. I actually think this is a great season for it.
I am too, but I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
That could be true.
I think we'll see towards middle stages of the year, we'll start to be able to get a little bit more realistically excited. Fast-paced out towards long. Good trade. zywoo is able to take down Turtle. That's very aggressive. That takes a lot of attention and resources, but it's back to the B bomb site we go. 4 players against magisk.
He used that smoke at the corner and supporting flashbangs to hug the wall and run behind the smoke. That worked so well. What a double. He was backtracking, firing that gun, and he almost could have had that one as well. But yet it goes very, very low. And it's a 2-on-3 that is massively favoring Vitality. Oh, man. That was a solid defense for magisk.
Now, they know where one of these last 2 players of MIBR are. They don't know where the second one is, so zywoo's getting a bit aggressive in towards cave, as you can see, pushing in. But I think he might have pushed out if he had seen, if they had found both players towards B.
Yeah.
But they've got everything covered for the moment. The Vitality defense is spread, 1-1-1 across the map. But Apex and dupreeh in pretty decent position. Same with zywoo. To just get one and survive. Oh.
And he's just going to stick around. Ooh, Woody walking into it. AK in hand. Giving over the AWP to his teammate who was low on health. And he's not going to be able to win that fight. So now they've got him boxed in. brehze turning around at the right time. And actually will find a no-scope of all things. That's a medium range for no-scoping. 30 seconds. The bomb is in middle. He's not going to win this round.
No, I'd actually throw the op away as well.
Yeah, just make sure.
Actually, he might be saving it at this point. 20 seconds. Yeah, he's not going to move forward.
Yeah,
Fair
but he obviously can't know what we know, which is that they're really far away. But on some level, you're right. That actually is a super valid move sometimes to just say, okay,
yep.
I can't save this, so you can't have it either. It's a bit childish, really. No one, if I can't have the choice, then no one can. But
yeah,
makes sense.
We've all been there. Well, this is, MIBR is really picking it up. zywoo's cooled off a little bit. He was, what, 14-1 at one point. At the moment, that's like about the last 3 rounds. I think he's grabbed 2 kills or so. 3-4 rounds, only 2 kills on zywoo. And that's given MIBR a little bit more space to work with, where he was just trouncing them and shutting everything down across the map earlier for the first 8 or so rounds of this game. This has given a little bit of a window of opportunity for MIBR to claw back, and just 4 rounds behind.
They've started to smoke this off in the middle. They're respecting Woody's speed on that AWP. They've already been tagged and even killed 1 time, so better to just make the cross. All right, still gravitating a bit too long with the bomb right now, but it's early days. Vitality don't seem to be incentivized to try. They've did a couple of rounds where they pushed Apex and stuff like that, but mainly just playing some pretty common defenses here on the CT side. Magisk and dupreeh not going for any aggression in upper dark either. It seems like MIBR are kind of expecting a little bit more in some of these early rounds. I don't think it's not a problem that they're waiting around, but they're just also not getting much for their waiting.
Yeah, they've seen a bit of aggression. I think what they're missing maybe is the fact that the economy for Vitality, I don't think they want to risk any of those aggressive plays while they don't have any money built up. And especially without the AWP on zywoo to help back it up. Some late utility on a catwalk. There goes brehze, completely blinded. Nice flashbang from Apex for Masu to be activated.
And he possibly assisted himself in his own death there, because the Molotov that he threw wasn't actually going to push anyone off the ledge. Yep. I think it went too short, so that's why they could even do that to begin with. And now they're trapped on long again with 30 seconds. If they want to go, they need to do that very, very quickly right now. If there's any delay, I mean, zywoo has a Molotov. That could be enough to win the round on its own with 20 seconds. There's the flash out. They line up. Oh! Absolutely cinematic. And Woody is on his own, wondering, where's the team?
I wonder if they chase him down with 10 seconds. They've got 2 players coming up mid, Masuta and Magisk.
Do it.
Yeah. But still, without the money, yeah, they don't want to risk it. Understandable, but that means they're not going to be able to recover the AWP. Nicely done from Vitality. That's, I mean, all 4 kills enabled by pop flashes, right? 1 pop flash on catwalk to get the opening kill. 2nd pop flash out towards long. And it's like, this is kind of the situation you dream of if you're dupreeh making this play. You're hoping they all get blinded and just tuck against that wall and trying to find some semblance of safety. A nice, easy triple kill. 2 rounds left in the half. 9-4 in the favor of Vitality.
I feel like that round is what we all envision when we either get the call for a pop flash, nice hit, or, you know, we're the ones asking for it, right? We're like, that's the movie that's playing in our minds. What? He wasn't peeking the corner, he just ran.
No, but I think that's a set designed play for the Vitality's looking to get zywoo to be able to push up towards catwalk and catch someone off guard. Maybe another pop flash around that corner, and Woody just aggressively finds a way to stop it early on. Apex is in trouble as well. Vitality, yikes. Rough start to this round.
Getting a little bit too giddy perhaps now that Apex is in the office too. Everyone's just laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Let's go. Dan is not a boring person.
No, so, not at all in any way.
So I can understand that. Plus, they're just the honeymoon hype. They've got this incredible team together. I can understand if they're all feeling a little bit swept up in the energy of it. But focus is important. Masuta on a mission. This can actually be devastating if the timing is right. Truly devastating.
Especially because Magisk and dupreeh are rotating over to the A bomb site. The call is obviously that there's no one in the B holes, that it's going to be, let's focus on long. And now the utility has come in. The idea is secure. However, Woody is watching the flank, kind of. He's out towards long. Is he going to take his attention away at any point? Masuta needs that kill. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, there's the double. He's got it. A little bit haggard, a little bit labored.
Oh, it was so close to screwing up, but he made it work. Magisk taking down Turtle. Nice mid-air headshot from brehze, but he should have been dead. That's a very hard kill to get that second one. And misutr is now out on long. They get the bomb just in time. The Molotov trying to lock him into the fight and almost burning him alive, but misutr is very low on health. And that catwalk position that Exit is holding, he even has a Molotov up there. Very hard to do anything about. He's going to get the kill on brehze, so might not be done yet. And he has a smoke. If he smokes off the bomb, he could actually go for the full defuse. And Exit would have to swing immediately. He can't even delay it. Ooh. That's very tricky, yeah, because the Molotov comes in. He needed that. He couldn't know, obviously, but it is unfortunate. misutr, otherwise playing an incredible round here, coming in with the flank, and it was a little bit labored, but he got the job done. It will still be MIBR winning the round.
Yeah, so close to recovering the round for his team. Actually, he did. Just doesn't turn out in their favor in the end. 9-5. Well done with the flank, MIBR. Nobody kind of watching for this. Nobody.
They wouldn't. They had someone in lower dark. They would. They're absolutely not incentivized ever to watch for that, right?
Man, what a save from brehze and Amazon, though. Those two shots inside the bomb site are some pretty spectacular things. Woody has done a good job getting tags, getting picks down mid this entire half. They haven't always ended up winning a round off of it, but here they might. In these past two rounds, they might. 9-5, looking 9-6. Vitality with a bit of a busted by in this final round, number 15.
Oh, nice shot. Turtle getting put into play. There was a flank coming in, but Woody took care of that with the AWP. dupreeh and Apex.
So who was 14-1 at one point, so he's gone like 2-7.
What a noob.
Through the latter stages of this opening half. There's a chance for Apex to win this. Woody's tagged up. Jota's a little bit hurt as well.
Yeah, they have plenty of time. They really need to communicate about not jumping crazily across. Like, there's no reason. Just take their time. Throw the nades. Apex is out long. Woody's keeping an eye on this. Yeah, he must know.
Apex isn't being quiet about this. He does have a kit. He does have a Molotov and a smoke. That plant position.
Where is it planted?
Right on the corner of the railing.
Okay. That's very interesting. Very rare.
That's a flex plant. That's like, we already won this round. I'm going to plant in the open.
Well, let's see. Did they?
No.
Did they already win the round or not? The smoke is up. Oh, 0.2 seconds. Woody comes in for the save. They almost wrecked themselves.
They almost played themselves.
Oh, what an end to the half. 9-6 at the end of it. We'll see. We'll come back. We'll take a deep breath. Second half is coming right up.
Who has wronged me throughout my career?
All the tournaments he's made us lose, probably cold. Be very nice.
I'd like to have my last snap either on cache, the old cache, or Mirage. I think these two are my favorite maps by far.
I will say Ancient. It will be a fun game for sure, so that's why.
I would want my last competitive game to be on Inferno. It's been my favorite map for my whole career, and we've had some great matches on there, and it's always a fun time to play some Inferno.
My last competitive game, I would like to be on dust2, probably, just for the overall CSGO feeling. dust2 is like the map, so. Oh, it would be like a 19-15 game, you know, overtime to get all the good feelings of Counter-Strike and all the adrenaline kicking through your blood, so. For sure, like a close game.
My last game of my career should be against the best team at that moment, and I hope that will be in the grand final.
I would say Heroic because it's like tough opponent, and I'd like it will be a tough game for sure. It will be really cool if I will play versus them.
I would like my last game to be against the best team in the world, whoever that's going to be. Right now, it's Gambit, but who knows who it's going to be in the future. But hopefully we go out playing the best team and come out with a win.
2017 was a good year for FaZe. We were always had back and forth battles with MIBR/LG and SK. and that old lineup, and the games have always been so good with them, and probably would like my last game to be against those guys if time would let it be.
Last kill of my career should be with a deagle. I think I'm one of the best deagle players out there, and I think it would be nice to have a nice headshot as the last kill.
I will say Scar 20. Nice weapon for the last kill, I guess. Or negative. Like two of this one.
You're not burning, perfect. I'm ready to flash if you want, Kevin.
Good.
Let's go. Flashing.
One shot. One shot. Dead.
Nice, Kevin.
Only one.
Careful long now.
Guys, side. Keep fighting.
Long. I'm full blind.
I'm gonna help.
I'm fighting shot.
Next time, Mato. Can you give me a HE, Kevin?
I need it.
I'm ready to flash. Just I'm ready to flash as well.
Just go close. I'm coming with
I'm
you.
gonna help you
Yeah,
as
go
well.
close. I'm ready to flash.
I'm holding short then. One long.
Flash then.
Flashing.
Nothing short.
Nice.
Last guy off.
In pits.
Wait for him. Let him save it. Please.
Maybe it's not worth killing him.
Yeah, I go back.
Il a loué, boys. Il a loué.
Nice, guys. Stick around, Peter.
Good job. Steady communication on the side of Vitality. You love to see it. Second half is coming up. Vitality, obviously, with a massive lead here, 9-6 going into the second half. It's pretty good. I have a bit of a quiz for you at some point, Jason. Well, I'll hold it for now. We've got the pistol round, always bound to be action.
Love pop quizzes.
Exactly. Joda is up in the middle, inside of the smoke that was put down by Vitality, and he's listening. They have no way to know that he's there. They've already jumped past. They must have almost touched him. Bierri down the middle. He gets a couple. Joda gets nothing, but the bomb is committed to the middle, and that is very, very awkward indeed. Nade around. Yep, backup being called for. Gotta be careful you don't rotate everyone in and box yourself in. Oh! No! Apex, he stole that kill.
Uh-oh, push out long, Woody. He's got the stance and he's gonna back away. Decided he doesn't want the fight. Didn't get it as clean as you wanted. However, bomb is still down. Long time for MIBR to keep their eyes on this bomb though, and kind of a tough position to really protect against it. Magisk, yep.
I actually think it's a classic mistake that you think you have to defend the bomb, so you've put everyone on it. It's not always the smart move.
Yeah, they've taken their eyes kind of away from the extremities a little bit. Good shot from Woody, but zywoo's going to step up next. And this is a chance with that P250. Not landing the shots, though. Turtle is doing quite well, and now he's going to back over towards the B bomb site. Zywoo, got to be careful. The timing on this is everything, and he's got it with the P250. Apex still alive in mid, and he's still got a bit of utility. Smoke Molotov, but when does he want to put that into play?
This is just kind of devolved into two separate aim fights, and even the health is not going to make a big difference here. One headshot from Apex or zywoo, and it's done. 28 seconds. A little bit of a fight here, but zywoo will find it. And now Woody in a really tricky position. Going to be running down to meet zywoo. He's looking for it, and he's going to be able to get the shot. 18 seconds now, and just playing for time. Trying to put all the pressure on Apex. At this point, he has to run and try and fight him. Woody needs to land a single bullet as Apex makes his way to the bomb site, and there it is. A nice triple and a nice 1 versus 2 clutch at the end for Woody.
But you can see how that round kind of devolved and degraded for MIBR with so much centralized defense around that bomb. There was a real chance there that zywoo could have turned that completely on its head. Great shot from B at Amazon, and you got to feel bad. That play inside the smoke on Xbox felt like it could have done a lot more.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool idea. Normally, right, you could see him peering over the smoke, wanting to use that as a one-way. A lot of times you'll see teams flash with it as well, so if they hear the fast cat play, he just pops out. This time, neither of those. But a pistol round for MIBR and a chance to tie things up.
Yeah, that would be super helpful to their mission right now. That bomb plant in the last round on the corner, does that remind you of anything? Do you want to share with the world how old?
Is this the pop quiz?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the 1.6 plants were always a little crazy. There's a silent plant you could do on elevator.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
That was banned. Yeah, you used to be able to plant like right in that corner underneath the bomb site, and that wouldn't, the beeps would not go off.
Yeah, the bomb made no sound.
The bomb made no sound, so if you were defending and you were trying to play off the sound, you'd rage. But, I mean, in 1.6, you could also boost through the floors of some maps, so you could have strategies where, like on Mill,
Yeah.
you could be in the sewers and you could boost through the floor of the bomb site, so you could be attacking and then someone would just, like, an attacker would just pop up in the middle of the site out of nowhere, behind all your defenders.
Actually, I forgot about that, but it's true. Good times. woody, bit of an aggressive position, but certainly catching zywoo a bit off guard. dupreeh definitely has some deagle highlights in his career. Landing a good headshot there. Gotta be careful at this range. Turtle taking a couple of bullets, but finally comes up with a third in the string. So pretty decent round. No bomb plant be allowed for Vitality, but they're gonna obviously buy anyway. So 8 to 9, and an absolutely crucial moment for MIBR that's coming up in this round.
Yep, it's gonna be huge. Same for Vitality, though. I mean, MIBR, despite the fact that Vitality is still leading in this game, just barely, obviously, it's such a hot start as well. They were up 7-1 at one point in this game, but it's been it's been a 7-2 run for MIBR in the other direction. A little bit scary for Vitality. They got to get back on the board, and Apex gets baited into sticking around for that fight. Found a little bit of a pocket in that smoke.
That smoke looked like, at least once they got to the pit side, he was super disadvantaged. He just couldn't see anything. And then they obviously end up, there were 3 people fighting him at the same time. So not the best start for Apex, unfortunately. I wonder if Vitality, I mean, I don't think they could have been, but if they had been in position and seeing 3 people out long like that, if they would have just pulled the trigger on that B bomb site, if they were really close, they weren't, so.
Yeah.
Gonna make their way up catwalk instead. So that actually seems like a really good position to hit right now. Up against the Orc, but with the right, I mean, couple of Molotovs and smokes, they can make this work.
Well, it's all going to be about the retake, right? Because I don't think anyone's going to necessarily just throw themselves at Enazan's position to kind of help defend against this. If he goes down, it is a full-blown retake. He's going to play this passively behind this smoke, just staying alive if he possibly can. So it's going to be tough for Vitality. Already they've got Magisk turning around to look at the catwalk flank, and the retake is starting to begin quickly.
Yeah, 4 on 5. Turtle's holding long. No one's coming, so he's going to be able to join up here. Joda getting caught in the middle of it. A nice kill for Misutra as well. And now it's a bit interesting. Turtle with a nice headshot. dupreeh almost making his way back so that he could have been a little bit more safe. But now it's on Magisk. 1 versus 3, and he's going to be found. Turtle not even afraid at all. He just ran and shot onto the bomb site. Going to be a double kill for him in the round, and that's the tie-up. That's the 9-9 scoreline that they were looking for.
That's really well played from MIBR, especially with the man advantage. Just saying, look, we don't have to actually stop them from getting into the bomb site. They're going to use all their utility here. Let it wait out. When we get all our forces in this position, when we have multiple players, we're going to find some clean fights on this retake. A pretty grueling battle to get up ramp, but nicely traded.
And, you know, BRE Enazan, he got that kill out long to begin with, but I think you set it up nicely for him in terms of not taking the fight. I feel like whenever you're in the, at least whenever I'm in this position, I always have such a strong urge to take those fights, and I think this is a nice display of what could be accomplished by just staying alive and not giving yourself up too early. Because once they have that kill, they can actually do a lot in terms of swinging long and taking the fight to Turtle, who's down there, and all the rest of it. Like, he really stuck on that position, even if it wasn't super flashy in terms of kills. I think he did a good job. woody, close range with the AK. Got a scout and an AK on the side of Apex and Magisk. And some deagles. Another one of these rounds for MIBR where you have to make no mistakes. You cannot lose a round like this. You're not going to get too many of them.
Ooh, that's a big win for Magisk, and no one's here. That's the sole defender. Jota's going to go up and get the angle. Smoke is going to go down, but he's found 1. Oh, a second through the smoke. Beautiful stuff. And that will activate the rest of his team to come over and obviously go for this one. Magisk has a lot more he needs to do, but he's already down. The AUG zoned in on position, and Misutra 1 versus 4 inside the bomb site. You got to get aggressive somewhere, but there's no good options for him.
They're everywhere. They finished this round quickly, especially with the double kill from Joda. That could have been an absolutely terrible round right there. It's a huge opening for Magisk. They could have lost a round based on that, so a little bit fortunate. Maybe not so much the first one, but the second one certainly through the smoke. A little bit of luck going their way. 10 to 9. MIBR take the lead.
A 9-2 run now for MIBR. Looking real good.
Do you have any idea how smug I'm going to be?
I do. I've seen it before. I've seen you that smug. I'm very experienced in that. It's the rest of the people who might not be quite accustomed to your smugness.
Well, got some time to get ready. Oh, I like this. They're running right through it. What an entry. The round is done. Well, I don't have no idea why they're running closer. Don't do this. That is a he won the round right there.
I hope they call that the Hellraisers execute.
Yeah, they should.
They better. Nicely done. Knockout punch. Round's over. Now, MIBR have the choice to make, and they're making the one to just stick out towards long and just make sure they don't lose any weapons, but there was a world in which they could have started pushing out and trying to wrap around and maybe trying to force some fights at the end to see if they can take weapons away, but wanting nothing to do with it.
Apex returning to his entry fragging roots.
I like that.
Absolute badass.
Masuta could actually go for a little bit of a hunt, but again, because MIBR called the save so early, you know that they're gonna be shored up in these positions. Yep, Molotov. Oh my lord.
He feels bad about that.
Yeah,
he actually
he
is
should.
a bad human being.
Yep.
And he felt it.
Look at how little of a time he had to line up that shot before the smoke plumes on the smoke. It's like, all right, we take it. Surprised himself with how good he is.
Yeah, I think that was guilt. I think he felt like he just scammed them out of a round.
Those are my favorite kills to get, is when you feel guilty about what you've done. You're like, I've been on the other end of that, and it sucks.
Yeah. Well, it's a roller coaster of emotion, always on the side of Apex. That's what we love him for. 21st round, tied back up again. Zywoo's back on that AWP, and on the T side, he can dictate where those fights are happening a fair bit more.
He's been very, very quiet throughout this MIBR comeback, though. You want to talk about the impact of zywoo and how much he's leading to round wins for Vitality. You could... There's a strong correlation if you made a graph of this game of where he was having his top performances and Vitality going on that early run and then slowing down, and now MIBR coming back in this game to tie things up. 3 players for MIBR over at the B bomb site.
Yeah, expecting a B split, which if that happens, they'd be set up incredibly for. If it goes catwalk, then probably the deal is, you know, get a kill and keep it alive and make it another retake. If they split catwalk and long, I think MIBR are done for. That's going to be almost impossible to hold.
Well, it depends. The bomb is going to be on zywoo out towards long. I think he might just be there to enable Masuta to get out. I'm not quite sure how this goes. Maybe Apex is going to come back up, but I mean, if Turtle and Woody can coordinate and shut down at least half of this attack, but they've split now, so it puts a lot on Turtle's shoulders.
Yeah, the problem is it's going to be timed, right? So if anyone dies early on, then the second player will just have all the angles in the world to cover, and the flashes are in. Turtle, he wanted to turn for it. Oh, nice shot. Meg is taking down Woody, but the fact is, even if Woody had got that kill, he would have been dead anyway.
Most he's going to do is a 1-for-1 in that position once Turtle goes down. So the other 3 players at the B bomb site going to call for the save. They went for a blind stack, as you said, in case of the mid to B split. It doesn't pan out, and Vitality going to take a 1-round lead. Back and forth we go, baby.
Which now will be way more painful for MIBR for the economy. I mean, Turtle kind of had the right idea in terms of...
He turned away from like one flashbang right at the end. I didn't see the flash. I think he was just kind of predicting it was going to come out.
Yeah. He was off by maybe a second, so... It is very hard to play in that position, isn't it?
Well, I actually didn't mind that defense whatsoever when Woody was like playing at car or at that corner.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, and then you just play retake on the A bomb site if they go up catwalk, or you can just choose to save it from there. And that felt like that would have been a way stronger option. But I mean, obviously, a little bit of benefit of hindsight there. 11-10 in the favor of Vitality.
It's still a good position for them right here, I would say. They have actually a pretty impressive amount of money on the Vitality side. Something that MIBR will at least maybe try to have to deal with. A bit of a timeout being called now.
This has got to be from MIBR, you'd imagine.
Surely. Try and get back into this. First one being used, actually, from their point of view. So that is interesting.
Now, I think one of the nice things for Vitality is even, I mean, the last 4 rounds, they've won the previous 2. They lost the 2 before that, but all 4 of them were bomb plants. So they're starting to be able to find their way in towards bomb sites, even with a 4-2 scoreline in the second half. It feels like the T side for Vitality is successful, and that they're getting into the site. They're getting to the position of a plant, and then, yeah, you're going to see all the rounds play out from there. But you got to be happy that you're at least having success attacking these positions and not getting completely shut down. 1 round lead. Money is real good for Vitality. On the MIBR side, Woody and Amazon down to $150. The rest of them just over 1,000.
This would be a good round for the Brazilian team to win. Put it like that. Otherwise, it could slip right through their fingers. Default setup here for Vitality. Not trying anything super crazy. A couple of nades ring out. Actually, that is a lot of damage on the exit. Surprisingly effective.
Yeah, you're going to be very pleased about that one.
Limit some of his positions that he'll want to try and play from now on in the bomb site.
No AWP for MIBR. Similar setup between Woody and Turtle, although this time at least Jota's in CT spawn, and he can flirt between the A bomb site and mid, going back and forth depending on where he thinks the hit is going to come in.
And look at the nades on the MIBR side. That is a huge problem. Or it will be, especially if they want to eventually go for some kind of a retake. So we'll see. Setting up the pop flash to try and make it through. dupreeh. Oh, he's going to run deep in there. Jota. Hard position to flash that one, but a good trade from Masuta nonetheless. 50 seconds on the clock, and Apex taking a look in the bomb side, but a Molotov comes out. Bomb is still out long, and Turtle is still holding it from a position that's also very hard to clear. 40 seconds, and Woody's moving forward, and he is going to get caught. Apex, very, very sharp right now. And that could be the round-winning kill right there. Turtle's trying to get into position now, see if he could do anything, but yeah, he has to go back and respect that long play.
Well, they're not going for it at all. Exit and Amazon have not moved out of the B bomb site, so they're just saying, all right, Turtle, good luck. Find your own escape route. Try and save your weapon as best you can. But we ain't moving. Money is too much of an issue, and I think if I'm Vitality, I mean, first and foremost, you want to hunt down Turtle. You know you've got him locked into pit, but you'd like to take guns away here. You have the money for it.
So a more fair fight when he was up against the AK, at least.
Yeah. Well, you have utility as well. So you're going to see all of Vitality come over to this B bomb site to hunt these down. I like this a lot. You've got 2 Molotovs. You've got you've got a couple flashbangs as well, and here we go.
Yeah. Take it all away from them, why not? Ooh, almost certainly should have been a kill. Deep Molotov onto brehze, and he can't really escape. He's going to do some great damage, but ultimately burn alive anyway. I think that's well worth it.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 for 2. Vitality's going to take that all day long.
I can kind of understand what I think what he was trying to do there, because he just put the Molotov back, and he really wants to have confirmation. Did that force them back from the catwalk, or are they still there? Because that's so much information from to work with. But of course, as soon as that kill happens, the round's probably done.
That's the problem.
Super risky
in my mind with that kind of play is that reward, the risk reward is way off. It's way skewed in one direction, and obviously here we saw the risk of it.
Which is a bunch of them, one of them missing. He's like, whatever.
We saw Apex do this exact play earlier and get shut down. Magisk has got a triple kill now. Fair play. When Apex did it, it was up against rifles. When Magisk does it, it's against unarmored pistols. So,
just how life is sometimes.
Yep, just the way the cookie crumbles.
And he sat just steadfastly in the face of the nades, just completely disinterested.
Yeah, he didn't care.
Like, whatever. Keep throwing the nades. Jota with a deagle. It's about to be, or it will be, 13-10. So a sizable lead building now for Vitality. And again, their economy's been healthy all throughout this second half, at least, once they got into it a little bit. A lot of pressure on MIBR to do something in the second half all of a sudden. Will not be easy. Jota, best he could do is get the kill, get the AK, and just hope to make it into the round. dupreeh really thinking about it. Do you think he's going to run in the last second?
No.
Tempting, isn't it, though? But realistically, yeah, giving up the AK might be a bad idea.
Yeah, he already knows they have, like, they've got nothing. There's nothing in there that he needs to take away from him.
You don't even have anything I want.
Nope. 13-10. 3-round lead for Vitality as they've regained control of the game. 4 in a row.
With
5 of the last 6 rounds have been bomb plants.
And they've only lost, how many, like 3 players in the last 4 rounds?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, they're rich. Rich.
Well, they're loving life right now. 24th round. AWP is on Jota this time instead of Woody. Guess because of the position here more than anything else, but could just also be that he spawned closer to long, and we'll see. Down the middle, Apex looking for something. Some really crisp shots, Apex. In terms of kills, it's 15 on the board. It's not that it's super overpowering, but it's certainly been interesting. zywoo. That looked like it was close. Joda sneaking out slowly into it. Is he going to be able to spot him? A little bit quicker there, zywoo. Looked like either one maybe could have had that one, but first kill goes the way of Vitality.
MIBR looks like they want to set up some kind of a crunch towards mid. Turtle is close on catwalk, or the Molotov is going to force him back. But you got Woody in the tucked into the cubby right outside the double doors. You've got Amazon at the corner as well, ready to peek and help out. They could collapse on this. It's all about timing.
I mean, if the plan isn't some sort of aggressive play here from MIBR, they're in a dreadful position. Now, it's going to be some sort of a B-split, and actually, that might be the one thing that they could hold at this point in time. 40 seconds, but they've already got 3 people on this side. Nice spray from brehze, and now zywoo shows up with the AWP, but there's more people behind him. Exit, still inside of the bomb site. On, oh, he's running out of bullets. He would have had that kill, surely, against zywoo, but just didn't have enough left. Turtle now on his own in a 1 versus 2. He showed up about the right time, but the flash through the smoke. Can he set it up himself? Is he going to try for it or just roll the dice for the timing? zywoo's in the corner and Misuta's by the car, and he's waited all along. Smoke is fading, and he's not finding anyone either. The gun barrel is going to show him. Misuta will take him down. Close round, but Vitality win it.
It did come all down to the how many bullets were left.
Yeah.
That's brutal that he has to reload there. Good round from zywoo. Opening pick here, but this kind of supportive play, actually not even supportive. Teammate goes down and he steps up to the plate to find the entrance. And Exit's the one who just ran out of bullets, not able to get anything else done. He's been great for MIBR throughout this event. Not able to pull him back in round 24. 14-10 for Vitality. This defense still hasn't figured out a way to stop the Vitality attack. Again, another bomb plant in that round. They've been stellar. Good aggression into lower dark. And that shrinks the map. Vitality might have to pick up the pace on this a little bit quicker than they would have initially liked.
Yeah, why not? They've got everyone here. Apex. I'm really liking Apex mood in this game. Stop being too aggressive with the sprays. Just some good taps. Gonna find Turtle as he tried to make it across. I think he tried to jump down and just get blown out of the sky.
AK Amazon flanking towards long. zywoo's just gotten to the corner though now, so this window of opportunity has slammed shut.
Yeah.
There's a second player here as well. Even if zywoo was to fail, I think he just dropped over the Molotov just in case.
They're not even, I mean, it's not even worth it to really go for it. That AK is maybe the only vehicle for getting back into overtime, which is the plan officially now for MIBR. 15-10. And you're right, they have not really been able to put up a really good defense. And we're just also seeing the ridiculous firepower on the Vitality side. It's so hard to deal with.
And you're seeing conviction of calls as well. I mean, one of the big questions about this Vitality team, right, is if there's some difficulty or you know, how is Apex really going to be able to marshal kind of an international roster with these 3 Danes coming in and the legacy that they have? And I mean, this is one obviously a call is made. Hey, they've pushed lower dark. We've lost control. 4 people outside long. Apex just says, I'm leading the way. Come long right now. And they make it work.
Wow.
Just gaming.
That is actually a ridiculous transfer to me. I always find it impressive when people go from sort of more or less full-on spray, and then they have that like one break, and then they're back to tapping or bursting. Just looks impressive. 15-10. Joda trying to take the game back into his control a little bit. Apex is ready and waiting. Turtle will bring him down. I actually thought Apex was going to hit that shot as well.
Just some feeling.
He's in the zone. zywoo ready. He's got the right read. brehze's right on the other side, and he's going to go down. Even if he's halfway through the wall, there's still enough damage to get the kill.
I think you can tell that MIBR is feeling real uncomfortable.
Yeah.
At this point.
Who can blame them?
Yep.
Even, I mean, zywoo took a bit of a break. Actually, quite a bit of a break in the middle of the game. He's still 23-12. He's still out-fragging everyone.
I think the real bummer is, I mean, MIBR had a great stretch in the middle of this map to close the gap, to tie things up at one point.
Yeah.
And the real unfortunate thing that's really going to hurt them is, I mean, it's a good, admirable game from them so far. Just the fact that it's going to end on a 7-0 run from Vitality, I think that's where they're going to be like, eesh.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a hard pill to swallow, without a doubt. 40 seconds. Woody set on fire inside of the A bomb site, and they're still being slow, but they have plenty of time. So frustrating, no doubt. I bet Woody would love an all-out battle here. We could snipe all over the place, but he's probably more than likely going to be choked out and just squeezed into this corner that he can't really ever get out of. It's zywoo to take him down. It's fitting. Double kill for him so far and exit on his own. Trying to make it out of the B-bomb site. There's really not much he can do at this stage. dupreeh's catching him in the middle and he'll find a kill. It's going to be 16-10 with Vitality opening up and taking the first map in the series.